Hello, and welcome back to Starcitizen Locations, where we take a short but in-depth look at many of the key locations within the verse. On our previous episode, we explored Crusader and its many moons and key locations. Today we go beyond Crusader, into the darkness of Stanton space as we journey to our next location. We find ourselves now arriving at Hurston Local System. 4 natural satellites, Ariel, Aberdeen, Magda, and Eta, and the space station Everest Harbor orbit the planet. Let us first take a look at Hurston, a terrestrial super-Earth and Earth analog in the Stanton system. Hurston is home to its namesake, Hurston Dynamics, an aristocratic family-run weapons manufacturer that has bled the planet dry. Hurston and its satellites were accessed in 2904 by CEO Magda Hurston. The planet's ecosphere has been largely destroyed in just 50 years. Almost all indigenous life has been killed by the mining and manufacturing processes performed here. The company builds several lines of reliable weapons, so pilots looking for specialized guns might do well to visit here. The planet also produces a variety of munitions which are sold to other companies. And transport assistance is always well compensated. Workers are imported for year-long factory or mining contracts. Few choose to re-up. Hurston is always in need of cheap labor and is a good source for traders looking to move antimatter precursors. Hurston's atmospheric composition is practically identical to Earth's. It is composed primarily of nitrogen and oxygen, and contains trace amounts of argon and carbon dioxide. While it is a breathable atmosphere for human beings, unregulated industrial activity has left many toxic compounds behind, causing permanently hazy daytime conditions and a dense presence of visible particulates in the air. Please consult Lorville's Public Air Quality Index services for updates on the current atmospheric quality. Leaving Hurston, we move on to Ariel. This moon was named after the third CEO of Hurston Dynamics, Ariel Hurston, who was known for creating the controversial life-labor style employee contract. Ariel's atmosphere primarily contains nitrogen, although trace amounts of methane and hydrogen are present as well. It is toxic to humans. Breathing equipment is mandatory. Surface conditions on the moon tend to be hazy, and its temperature causes shimmering refraction effects, further reducing visibility. A small cluster of asteroids surrounded by human debris is present above HDMS Lathan. Next we have Aberdeen. It was named after scientist Aberdeen Hurston, designer of the company's first antimatter warhead. Aberdeen's atmosphere is comprised primarily of sulfur dioxide and sulfur oxide, giving it a yellow tint. Trace amounts of sodium chloride are also present. The resulting mixture is toxic to humans, and breathing equipment is mandatory. Surface conditions are hazy and cloudy, leading to reduced visibility. Points of interest. Located on Aberdeen's surface, Klesher Rehabilitation Facilities is a private corrections provider that provides safe and secure rehabilitation facilities for local planets. Its fully automated correction sites including housing, security, and work release opportunities to allow prisoners to be productive while paying their debt to the society. Moving on, we have Eta. This moon was named after Eta Hurston, who died during the First Everest War, as a reminder of why the products Hurston Dynamics makes are so important. Eta's atmosphere is almost entirely made of nitrogen, but contains trace amounts of methane and carbon monoxide. As we continue along to Magda. Magda is the mother of current CEO Colonel Gavin E. Hurston. In recent years, natural formations like Skedo Rock have become popular with visitors. Nitrogen is the predominant element found in Magda's atmosphere, with trace amounts of methane, hydrogen, and carbon dioxide rounding off its mix. Like Hurston's moons, this moon too is toxic to humans and will require breathing equipment. Finally, we have Everest Harbor, a space station in Hurston's orbit, geostationary to Lorville. The station features 3 decks, the cargo deck, the Galleria with stores and a food court, and the hangars and habs that offer 6 hangars and 8 landing pads. Traversing between the decks is possible via an elevator. Hurston's primary port of call for Lorville for all large-scale incoming and outgoing cargo. Everest Harbor has been outfitted with a handful of amenities for capital ships and travelers looking for a quick stopover before heading down to the planet's surface. And this does it for another episode of Starcitizen Locations. See you next time as we explore further into the verse. Did we miss any key locations in Hurston? Let us know in the comments.